This is a hard one, guys. What's up, all you cool snakes and neonates? How's it going? I hope you're all keeping well. So today we're going to start off with a bit of a downer. If you manage to get through it, we're going to pick it up and we have some good news afterwards. But first off, we're going to get the bad news out of the way, and that is that Fudgy Wudgy, our male curly hair, passed away. I don't want to be one of these YouTubers that's like, oh, I'm sad, give me all the attention, give me all the licks kind of things. I wasn't going to post this next clip up of the day he died, but there's a reason I'm going to post it. So here we go. This is the day that he passed away. Have a little look at this. This is a hard one, guys. Fudgy Wudgy, our male curly hair, is dying in front of my eyes right now. He's going right now. He's sort of death curling up. He's moving slightly, but he's on his way out. I can't decide whether it would be more humane to put him out of his misery or just let him go the way he should. I did say in the last video he was on borrowed time. We've been expecting him to go for quite some time now. Never thought I'd tear up over a tarantula, but there we go. He's been fantastic. He's been really good. He even did, before he matured, we used him for kids' shows and educational stuff and all that kind of things. But I think this is his time to go. So, yeah. Thank you for being a good spider, Mr. Fudgy Wudgy. Not a good one. So, yes, it wasn't very good. The reason that I've chosen to post that clip is because I wanted to actually bring a bit of awareness, especially to maybe the non-exotic keepers on my channel here today, because when Curly Wurly, our female curly hair, passed away last year, the one that we use for educational parties and things like that, we got some really insensitive comments from neighbours to people at parties and things that I did, and people would say, how's the spider going, or I hope there's no spider, and I would say, well, unfortunately, actually, our handling spider passed away. And we got some really insensitive comments like, oh good, that's great, now I don't have to see it, and things like that. Oh, thank God for that. And to them it's just a spider, to us, but to us exotic keepers, they're our pets. They're animals we spend lots of time with, raising from tiny little babies right up into adults, nurturing them just like a child. If you were to flip the book, if you were to say to someone, oh, my dog just died, if that person was to go, oh good, great, I don't like dogs, that's fantastic news, it would seem a bit heartless. And it's just exactly the same for these exotic animals as well. The spiders, some of the females can live 15 years. Snakes, so they're the same 15, some to even 40 years. So they're a long-term commitment. So the reason I've posted that clip there is just because I want to bring maybe a bit of awareness to other people. Fudgy Wudgy was a male. Males never last long in tarantulas. They usually, on average, live about 3-4 years, if you're lucky. So we had Fudgy Wudgy there for only 2 years, but as you can see, I got a little bit emotional, and that's because I built a bond with that spider. That spider had done fantastic things. He had been used for kids' parties. He had inspired and changed so many people's minds about tarantulas and things like that. He'd been handled by children and people who were a bit unsure at first, but by the time they'd finished with him, they realised they're not so bad. And Fudgy Wudgy was just a big bundle of fluff. When he went into retirement, he just sort of stayed in that house, and that was it. It was a hard thing to watch him slowly decay. We were never going to breed him because curly hairs are quite a common species, so he literally died of old age, and we just watched him slowly decay over time, and it wasn't an easy thing to watch. And on the day he died, it definitely wasn't easy thing to watch. He was not in a good way. In a way, it's kind of better if I walk into the animal room and an animal's already passed away. It's extremely sad, but it's past, that's it, done. Whereas Fudgy Wudgy, I actually watched him. I was in the animal room. It was water day. This is a week later because it's water day again today, so I'm going to be doing all the waters. So I was doing all the waters, and every 2 minutes I was checking on him and watching him just slowly die.
So for educational purposes, for you guys that keep tarantulas out there, maybe new to the hobby, you ever find your spider like this? This is what's known as a death curl. So sometimes they'll just sleep in a similar sort of position to this, and people think, oh my god, there's something wrong with the spider, it's dead. When it's not actually. This is what's called a death curl. Notice how the feet are tucked under the body. It's curled up. This spider is passed away. You see it's completely sort of unnatural looking. The legs are curled under. So this is what a dead tarantula looks like, which as spider keepers we're all going to see from time to time. It's very unfortunate, it's very sad, but it's the circle of life. And males, the sad fact is that males only live for about 3 years, 3 or 4 years usually, if you're lucky. So you're expected when you get a male, it's not going to last very long, especially once it hits sexual maturity. They only have about a year left. Fudgy Wudgy here, he went on for quite a while. He was a year and a half, almost 2 years I think, as a mature male. He was an old boy. But yeah, so this is what a dead tarantula looks like.
So that's the doom and gloom section out the way. On the subject of curly hairs, we actually have some really good news. Our new female curly hair, Coconut, as named by you guys, has molted out. So remember you guys, I was a bit iffy. She was very slow at the back end. She burrowed in and she'd sort of shut herself off from the world, which is usually a textbook sign the tarantula is a way to molt. But as she was new and I hadn't sort of had her for a while, I wasn't sure if she was maybe scared of her new house or something. But turns out she was in molt. We haven't fed her yet. We're going to feed her very soon, but I'm just filming this video and popping it out there. I had filmed another video. It was actually about Lilith giving me a little nip, a little love tap, but I just wasn't feeling the video and I've decided not to put it out there because it's not very sort of interesting for you guys, and it's not the sort of thing I want to cover on this channel. So yeah, the Coconut has molted and is doing fantastically. The P. erminia, they are doing absolutely amazingly. I repotted them back down to the small pots and they're thriving. The new P. metallica as well, the other baby tarantulas we got in the last unboxing, are doing absolutely wonderfully. So that is the update on all the new tarantulas and things like that now. So as one life has passed away, we have a few new lives here in the reptile rich room that are thriving and surviving fantastically, eating well, molting and growing, building their own houses and doing great. So there we go, guys. We actually have a new insect in the animal that came in today, but that's going to be in one of our next videos. We're going to have another unboxing very soon. So that's exciting for you guys, it's exciting for me as well. I love all the animals, it's great. I love an unboxing. Who doesn't love a good unboxing, you know? As always, guys, you can subscribe for my ugly mug right there. There'll be a playlist right there, and there'll be a random video selected for you right there. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Take it easy. Peace.